Hey, what's
Hey,
going on, Ahava?
oh my
Welcome.
gosh, welcome Noni.
We're back, everybody.
Are back. Shout out to
Yes.
Robbie.
Shout out to Robbie for the music. Do it for the Most High.
Yes.
That's right.
So thank you everybody for coming back to our show. Let's talk
Yes.
business.
We are back, you guys, and feeling great. We got so much goodness for you in this show. I'm super excited. I can't stop smiling. I just can't wait to talk to them.
I'm super excited. We're about to get all up in y'all business.
All up in your business.
Yes.
Let's
We
get
have
right
a
into it.
wonderful guest today. We have Christina and Antoine Wilkinson. They're going to talk to us about their clothing line, Unloved Clothing, today. I'm so excited to hear
Whoop,
what's
whoop.
the story behind the brand.
Me too, because first of all, I love clothing. Let's
Yes.
get into it.
And they're the perfect duo. They're so perfect.
That part. And that actually is the topic of the day.
It is a
You
topic.
know, we were trying to figure out what to speak to you guys about today, and we talking about us, right?
Yeah.
We're pretty much the perfect duo when it comes to all around business, right? You've got the
So,
financial end of it. I'm doing the social media and the marketing part of it.
yes.
And according to Forbes, there's about 8 strategies that you can use to find the perfect business partner. First one being someone you can genuinely enjoy, who you like, and who you trust. I mean, that sounds kind of, you know, you
Like
don't
the
have to think
obvious.
about it. That's obvious, but
It's
it
really,
may not be.
it's not. It's not really the obvious all the time. You know, sometimes when you're friends with somebody and be in business with somebody, two different types of relationships you got going on, you know. Not
And
the same thing.
rule of thumb: don't rush into it, because in
Yes,
order to obtain trust, it takes a while.
it does. It
You know,
takes some time.
it's not going to happen overnight. So don't
Which
rush
leads us into our second one is you have to share the same values, which
Right.
is really big. You know, your values is what makes up your identity, you know, and so you have to have the same type of values that goes along with trust when
That's
you're
right.
doing business with somebody.
That's right. And, even in the valuing the individual, that's how you're going to judge them too. It's kind of
Mhm.
what your principles are, all the desirables, all the undesirables.
True.
That's pretty much how that's going to work out. So on to number 3, where you're finding someone who's complimentary of your skill set, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what we did.
We're perfect. We really are.
I'd like to agree to that.
But you do all the marketing and I do the financial side. You know, I don't try to jump on your side to do the marketing because that's not my thing at all
Right.
whatsoever. And you don't come over here. And so it just works out perfect.
Not my lane. So finding people that complement your skills,
Mhm.
it's just it's very key.
Yeah.
So
And it helps that you're not doing most of the work. You know, it brings balance in the partnership that you guys have, which is, you know, you don't want to overload yourself. That's for sure.
yeah, and that's been done. A lot of people get into entrepreneurship and they're like, "Oh, I got to do everything by myself," and
Yeah.
it's that's not going to work. You have to have a
No,
team,
you
and you
definitely
have to
have
be
to
able
take.
to trust the people around you. And as a boss, right, you have to know when to give the leadership over to whoever you're working with. That's
Yeah.
really
It's very
um,
important. It kind of takes us to the next one, give and take. You know, you want to
right.
be able to give as much as the other person. Not you don't want to overdo your load. You know, and that
Yeah,
kind of just all ties in together. You know, you
yeah,
want to be able to give, you want to take, you want to have balance. So it just flows together.
right. You don't want to exceed their contributions in any kind of way.
Yes, definitely.
And number 5, we got find someone who wants to grow and will support your growth.
Yes,
That's a big one.
it's a big
So
one.
don't have people who are adapt to changing and how quickly the business of sales changes.
Hmm.
It's going to be difficult, and
Yeah,
that always goes back to who you can trust in order to be on your side. Because it will fluctuate, and in order for your business to grow, you have to be able to see where your weak spots are. And if it's the individual you're working with, well, that might become a problem.
That's so true. And that goes with the next one because, business is always changing. The market is changing, the economic is changing, everything is
Always.
changing. We live in a life of change. And so with that, there comes conflict sometimes. When you're in partnership with
Yeah,
somebody, you're not always going to agree with everything. Even with us, we haven't always agreed with things, but we're able to resolve them and
that's
get
right.
over it, because two bosses coming together, you have to be able to compromise, you
Right.
know.
And the best way to do that is, again, if you have the same values, you
Mhm.
can take yourself out of the conflict by resolving it within the values that you're instilled. So we come from a community where, we believe the Most High is first, right? So
Right.
we take our whatever conflict we have and we place it in that value, and then it removes us from it so we can resolve the matter. So however it is
Mhm.
that you guys have, prepared yourselves or constituted your own value within each other, you can use that in order to, deal with your conflict and find some resolution. So it's not, rah, rah, rah.
Which really ties us into the next one, to have the same vision. When you have
Yeah,
the same vision, you guys are always going to the same common goal. It's really easy for all these steps just to flow together.
that's right.
And you have to have the same vision because you want to manifest the same thing. If your partner's thinking something else and have this set of something else, like it's just no way it's going to come forth. So you have to be able to manifest the same thing by having the same vision. It's
That's
very
right.
important.
Because Alaska and Hawaii are two different things, people.
Honey, yes, it is.
And if you're thinking the business should be in Alaska, and they're like, no, we need some sun in Hawaii.
Which
But
is so funny. But then the last but not least, though, you have to prepare for the end. And it sounds so crazy,
yeah,
but it should be written in your business plan, some type of tie to the end, a graceful exit. And actually a graceful exit is a very successful business,
that's right.
and so it's not really a bad thing. It's not a sad thing. It's a great thing. You have to prepare for that,
Yes,
because there's a time that you have to move on, or maybe you want to join businesses with someone else like me and Noni,
that's right.
and great things happens from that.
That's right. And sometimes you just have to separate for a while and then you can come back together. It's all about being
Yeah,
able to grow as an individual, recognizing what the business needs and attacking that.
it's so
Um,
true, so true.
doesn't
So
have to be barking down your throat.
and these are the 8 strategies. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. The guests that we have coming on actually mastered these 8 strategies too. And before we get into them, let's go ahead and shout out our sponsors real quick.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. As you know, we was our sponsors for today, like any other day,
Mhm.
is Ahaya Kai Consulting, which is Ahava and I, and merging our businesses together. Excuse me, speaking into finance and education and marketing and
Mhm.
sales development. Kai Management, which is what I do. Basically is just all of your marketing and sales needs. If you need website design, branding, come on over. I'll help you out. I will definitely sit down and consult with you.
She's the best
Then there's
mom.
Earth Baby.
Yes, there's Earth Baby. So if you need any type of laundry soap, all your laundry needs, non-toxic, all the
Mhm.
natural things for your skin. Actually, I just added some laundry balms and some dishwashing pads to the website too. So go ahead and check it out. It's earthbaby.com, earthbeyee.com, and you can check that out along with the
Yes.
higher financial education. And so let's get into our show, y'all. So we have
Yes.
beautiful pair bond, Antoine and Christina Wilkinson. They created
Yes.
this beautiful company called Unloved Clothing. And so let's welcome our
Welcome
guest.
to the show.
How
Hi
you doing?
guys.
Hey,
Hey,
how are you guys doing?
We good. We good. We chilling. We
We
chilling.
good.
chilling, we
Well,
chilling.
We're cold. It's cold out here, but we're
Yes.
good.
That's so funny. It's actually cold out here too. Well, it's
Yes,
60, which is cold for Florida.
I'll take 60 right
that's
now.
freezing.
I'll take a nice 60 right now.
That's so funny.
With the wind, the gust of winds.
I'll take it. We got snow. We had snow on the ground. So I'll take a
We,
60 with some wind.
Well, let's
we.
go ahead and hop right into it, you guys. So I know I've known you guys for a long time. Antoine, you're my cousin. Christina, we done grew up together. But for the people that don't know, can you tell them how you guys met and when did you guys decided let's do some business together and start a fashion design company?
Yes.
How we met?
The abridged version. We know that
Okay,
it's been a
Yeah,
so
give us
while.
the short version.
real short. In high school, we had mutual
Wow.
friends. we hung out with the same clique, and now we're married 7.5 years later with 5 kids and starting on love.
What? Okay.
So when did you decide to do business together?
So I actually did a clothing brand years ago, and then Christina had got diagnosed with cancer, so it was like time to put all that stuff to the side. And then 2 years ago, on the 20th of this month, actually, so we're about to celebrate our 2nd year on the 20th of November. Basically had an idea, took it to a friend, and made a hoodie. And then from there, it was just like, what's the next steps? Like, are you serious about it? And if we're serious about it, then let's make something happen. So,
Okay.
Wow. So that's how you came up with the brand itself?
It's funny. So the brand actually, Unloved, actually, I went into a store. I won't name the store, and they had this like denim jacket. And it was nice, but it was like super overpriced, like $250 for the jacket. That's not my budget. So I went and got a very cheap jacket, went and got some fabric markers, and I was like, I can make something similar to that. So like I literally put this jacket on the ground, sit there and stare at it for a little bit, trying to figure out what I wanted to put on it. So like get all these thoughts going through your mind, and then next thing I know, like Unloved comes to mind. So I write it on the jacket, decorate it a little bit, and I'm like, oh, okay, it looks all right. So start doodling Unloved for a minute, and then try to come up with like a logo. So I like the teddy bear. So the actual logo is like a little dirty teddy bear. It looks real dirty. It has like a little heart missing out of it. It's because in my mind, everyone loves teddy bears, but like those teddy bears mean something specific to those people. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody might be like, "Oh, that raggedy teddy bear," but you might love that. That's your favorite thing in the world. So started playing around with that, got the logo, and then went and put it on a hoodie. And then the rest is, I won't say history, but that's how the brand actually started.
So I love fashion. Is your Christina, the shirt that you're wearing, I know our listening viewers can't see it, but you are representing something fabuloso, my darling.
Thank you.
Is this part of your collection, your fall collection 2022? Like, are you guys, branding yourself out by collection? What's going on? What's the deets with that sweater?
Yeah, so the fall winter collection for 22 is called draw a blank. True Colors.
True Colors. Okay, I like that.
So it's like a colorful collection because in the fall everything starts to change, right? Like the colors start to change. So the story behind it is when everything starts to change, are you showing your true colors?
Hey.
So it's a colorful, like this is part of the collection. My flannels are part of the collection. The hats are part of the collection. So yeah, it's all available on the website right now under the True Colors collection on the website.
Yeah, you guys have a multitude of accessories, not just the sweatshirt. You guys have
socks.
Okay.
Yeah, we got socks, hats, bags.
Wow,
yeah, a little bit of everything.
So can you go a little deeper into like what is Unloved? What does that mean?
So I love like a play on words. So my grandma used to always tell me, everybody's not for you. You know what I'm saying? But be comfortable with who you are. I think we live in a time where everyone does the most that they can do to try to fit in. It's not about being an individual. It's about being a part of a group, right? So if this person over here is doing this and I want to be cool with them, then I'll go do whatever they're doing to be cool with them. And it might not actually reflect my true values. And then on the other hand, this other group over here might be doing something that I'm not okay with, but I'm going to do whatever I need to do to be cool with them. So unloved to me just means being true to who you are, regardless of who likes you and who doesn't accept you. Be okay with being unloved.
And I think, just to piggyback on what Antoine's saying, in this time period, people want to fit in so bad. They want to fit in. And so like the market that we have, especially the younger, young adults, they need the reminder that it's okay if you like this and I don't like that. It's all right. So it goes beyond just, the clothes that you wear.
Right.
There's a message in the brand. And so,
as a good brand should.
Oh, I like that. So who came up with that? Was that Christina or was that Antoine? Okay.
I wish I could take the credit. Antoine's the creative one, but no.
Yeah, it was me.
I like that. Okay, so I'm part of a really big community, and I'm all about like bringing education to the community about financing and just about different things that we wasn't taught in school. For you, what's like the biggest thing that you brought from your business, that's just positive that you bring from your brand to the community?
Honestly, for me, it's just one, being comfortable with who you are, and then two, understanding that you have the ability to do things that we were, like you said, we weren't taught that we could do. So that's
Mm-hmm.
the big thing. Like she said, we have 5 kids, so to be able to show them that you can own your own, you can build your own. You don't have to necessarily go out and work for someone, which is like what we are taught, right? You go to work,
Yeah.
you work 40 hours, you pay those bills, but that's not necessarily how you have to live your life. So
Right.
for me, it's just showing and educating that you can own things. It's not far fetched for you.
And so, your whole dynasty is kind of part of the brand. I seen like your son's in there, your daughter's in there, and I just love that. But for someone else that's out there, and they're watching you, and the just other little children, other, different couples and stuff are out there, and they want to start their own business. What are some of the challenges and stuff that you had to ever overcome? Maybe you even still overcoming it right now, but you can give them advice to wanting to start their own clothing business or any type of business.
For me, I would say the main thing is to just actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you doubt yourself so much, right? And or you come up with all these excuses, and if you're always telling yourself it's not ready, then you're never going to get ready. You're never going to be ready. So do it. And for me, it was important to make mistakes and learn along the way. And it helps to have her by my side to let me know, like, hey, this is okay, this is not okay. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I can go on a road where it's like, hey, I'm all out there. I'm going, and then it's like, dang, I kind of messed up. So
I tell Antoine, he has like, his brain is filled with so many ideas, so many things he wants to do with the brand. And sometimes I'm like, hey, you know what? Jot that down. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying right now, we don't necessarily have to do it. But later on, we can go through this book of yours and put that idea. It'll be good at some point, just not right now. And then I will say too, know that there's going to be risk, but risks are okay. There's going to be uncertainty, but that's okay. That's what, I think an entrepreneur really is. Antoine, I say he's more of an entrepreneur than I am, because as contradicting as I'm saying, take risk, I'm very like, I don't know about it. But it's important. You have to. You've got to take risk, and some risk, they're not going to be worth much, but others will pay off.
Definitely. So, what do you guys have planned? I know you have your True Colors brand coming out, but what else should we be expecting from Unloved Clothing?
Yes.
So, like I said, this November is like the anniversary month. So every Friday in November, we drop a $11 t-shirt and a $20 hoodie or crew neck. So like those go live at 11:20 a.m. Central Standard Time on the website every Friday.
Okay.
Either one I have on right now, but this is this week's drop, so it'll be live tomorrow.
Wow. Listen, we get the deets, y'all. I hope
that's going on in November, and then December 18th for the people that are in the Midwest area, we will be at a pop-up shop in Kansas City called Soul Swap. It's a sneaker convention, so we'll have a booth there. And then in 2023, we just, we're gonna take over the world.
Hey, we heard it first. If you don't know about Unloved Clothing, you do now.
Right.
And there's many ways that actually we can get in touch with you. Also, you guys have a website.
Yes.
unlovedclothing.com, I believe.
Yeah.
And how else can people find you on social media?
The Instagram page is Unloved Clothing Co. And then we have a Facebook page. It's Unloved Clothing. So look us up on both of those. We do have a brand Snapchat. I'm not that active on there because, to be honest, I don't like social media for personal reasons. So I struggle with it. But Instagram and Facebook we're very active on. We're building the Snapchat, but we'll get there, and Twitter also. But
okay,
what's your Twitter account?
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's just unloved clothing, but I don't. I think I got like 5 tweets on there. I made it probably about a year ago, but yeah. Oh, and TikTok unloved
I was
clothing.
gonna say,
I'm working on the TikToks too. I'm trying to get my
Okay.
transitions down. You know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of
I'm
social
trying to
media.
learn certain dances to TikTok.
She can
so-
do all that on her own. I'm cool on the dance. I'm gonna be shaking my hips on TikTok. She can do that.
Well, I mean, is it gonna sell your clothes?
I mean,
That's
it
cheap.
might.
Hey, they gonna be like, if that's what Unlove's moving like, I don't know if I need.
Hey, you gotta know you gotta know who your customers are.
Right.
And
That's
cater
so
to what they like, you know. So they can they can also purchase your clothing on the website too. Is that how they get in touch with?
Yes, you can purchase it on the website, and also now you can purchase it directly from Instagram and Facebook. So if you're on the Facebook page and you see something you like, there should usually be like a little shopping bag icon on the photo with that actual product tagged on it, and you add it straight to your cart, and you can order from there.
And I will say we're in the process of creating like a subscription. So like email updates. So be looking out for that within the next week or so.
Okay, good. Well, that's exciting, you guys. This is Unloved Clothing, everybody. Anything else that you would like to add? First, I would like to ask, because just being a small business owner, there's so many people that want to start a business, and there's people that are in business right now, and they just have to go through all these challenges. And so they know, like, they're not the only ones. Like, can you just talk about some of the obstacles that you had to go through, even when you got started, even now, years later? If you don't mind just talking about that.
Just actually like finding your resources. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems easy in the beginning because like I literally started with like one hoodie, right? But then like trying to figure out where to get materials, supplies, vendors and stuff like that. Like one of my best manufacturers right now I actually found on TikTok. So like social media plays a huge role in the business. And if you know what you're looking for and you can get out there and find it, then utilize those things, because it was rough at first. I didn't know where to get a hoodie outside of like Hobby Lobby, and then you think you're getting a good deal there, and then find out there's wholesale places literally like right down the street where you can get it for a third of that price. So it's a struggle at first, but don't get discouraged. Just ask questions. I'm not afraid. I'll ask it, and some people will tell you, some people won't, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
That's right.
And I'll say, keeping track of your finances, it's important. It's very, very important. That was one thing we did struggle with. And it was like, oh my gosh, wait, what did we spend? It was a mess.
Where does it all go?
Yes, it was a mess. And so it's very, very important if you want your business to succeed. Otherwise, the government will come and shut you down.
That too. And I got
you don't want that. And there's, as Antoine said, there's resources. We've utilized the Center for Entrepreneurship at the local college here. They've been great help. It's free.
Free
they have different workshops. I mean, I've attended a few, and they've been well worth it.
That's awesome. Doing your due diligence and researching, just like you said, in your own backyard helps so much, because there's a wealth of resources just right in your town.
Yeah,
there is.
Asking questions is the best way. A lot of people get so afraid, like, oh, I can't ask this because they're already doing it and they're not going to tell me. That's okay. Ask anyway. Maybe they're having a bad day. You never know. I've gotten emails from companies like 3 weeks later, like, hey, we got your email. Sorry for the late delay. Here's what you need to know. I was like, wow, I didn't think that was going to happen.
Right.
You know, and so don't be afraid to ask. You're absolutely right. These
Closed
are gems.
mouths don't get fed.
That's so true.
Right. I hope you guys are listening. Take heed to the messages. There's some jewels dropped in here, especially how you guys have been able to be successful as a unit. For being able to be a unit and doing your business and running your own home trickles into being able to run a business outside of your home. So you guys are such a great example of that. I'm telling you, for those listening, take the notes down, rewind the tape, and go back and listen. This has been absolutely amazing. Anything else you guys like to throw out there to the folks who are listening?
Just be you. Be comfortable with being in love. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do anything or be whatever you want to be.
That's right.
Tell them hush that noise.
And
That's right.
if you need a little bit of support, give us a call. We will, a lot of people have supported and helped us, and we've got to, pay it forward. And so don't hesitate to give us a call, send us a DM,
Yeah.
direct message, email.
Right?
You can get us on Snap. Don't worry, I'll get it in a couple weeks. I'm working on that, but I will get back to you.
But yes, please don't reach out. I mean, he might have the answer. I might not have the answer, but that's okay. Together, we'll work together to find someone who does have an answer.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. We truly appreciate you guys.
Thanks for having us.
That's right.
So check out Unloved Clothing, you guys. Make sure you cop some clothes, some hoodies, some socks. I just love them. I love them so much. I love their brand.
Such a good energy.
It's great energy. They're the perfect duo. They just make you smile.
I know. I couldn't stop smiling. And they complement each other so well.
They do. They really do.
Just like we said, they know where their skill sets are. She's not skilled in one thing, and so she doesn't. She lets him handle that. He's a creative one. She's the one who does all the admin and the support. Being a support is a huge deal, y'all.
And especially whenever you're a partner, like husband and wife,
yes.
It's so important to not cross those lines, because it's just, there's balance. You can tell how their household is, from their business. You just can tell the balance that they have, the structure that they have. And I just love it.
We might have to have a segment just on how a business is run in your home and how it translates to your actual home business.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of, if you are a small business yourself, or if you know of anybody who you think would be a good fit for our show, or if you just have a question, let us know. You can actually go to shopblackenterprise.com, click on the business tab, and you will see a tab that says show your questions, and share your questions. And once you fill that out, it'll come right to us, and we will, put it on the show the next week. Also, if you're looking to get in touch with us individually, you can go to the same place, shopblackenterprise.com, click on the business tab, click on Kai Management, and there you'll be able to find my services to get you branded and a website development, all the things that you need in marketing and sales, social media as well. And if you're looking for Ahava,
if you're looking for me, you just go ahead and click on Ahava Financial Education, and you'll be able to get all the finance stuff. So, there's holidays coming up. If you need a personal loan, I got you. Business loans. If you want to fund your business, maybe you don't know how to fund your business, I can help you with business credit. If you have like a high ticket price item, and you need help, I can help you with the buy now, pay later with consumer financing. And maybe you already have like a finance company. I can even teach you how to not to trademark, but to white label your company as well. And so click on that tab. You can either go straight to the website, or you can book a consultation and we can talk. Not just that,
right?
Yeah, so we have a class. So there's a business credit class. So if you're not educated about business credit, if you're still using your own money to fund your business, then you need to go to the business credit class. It's free. It's completely free. Just educational purposes. You don't have to pay anything to get in the class. It's literally for you to get all the information, education that you need about business credit. And if you don't know about it, you need to know. Okay, so you can text this number 352-432 8164 credits, and I'll send you the link to get into the class. It's limited amount of seating, and that's 352-432-8164. And the next class is November 30th at 9 p.m.
So and it's free, y'all. Free. So free. Ain't no reason why you're not signing up to get some information. It's free. Okay. It's information that will take you a long way.
It really can. You really don't want to be using your own money, you guys. Use other people's money. I can't stress it enough. Use other people's money.
Been
But
there, done that. Don't do it.
let's talk about next week. Next week we have a great lineup, you guys. It's
We
going to
have
be so
our
exciting.
show.
We have Warren Harvey. We have a visual artist. He's going to come in, talk about his art. We have Yosef Bey as well. He's going to do some live guitar playing for us, and it's going to be the bomb.com. It's going to be so good.
What? It's an hour show, you guys. We are going to bring it to you live, same place, same time, 5:30 Thursday, Source Radio Network. And if you didn't get a chance to watch the show, you can on the replay on our YouTube channel. Type in Ahava and Noni at Top Business. And there you have it.
We'll be all up
appreciate
in
you
your
guys.
business next week.
We'll see you guys next week.